What is up, YouTube? So today we have got the 370 and I am going to be putting in some floor mats for it. So I got these floor mats from a website called Z1. They sell aftermarket and I think even OEM Nissan and Infiniti products. So I purchased some headlights and taillights from them like 3 years ago, and I also bought these floor mats. So I'll do an overlay of the item number and a description. And so right here you can see A/T only, and I am pretty positive that that stands for automatic transmission only, and that is not what my Z is. My Z does in fact have 3 pedals, and you might be wondering, why did I purchase it? If I remember correctly from 3 years ago, I think it said in the description, should also work for manual transmission, or does also work for manual transmission, but they've been sitting here for 3 years. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open, see if they fit in, and then yeah, we won't be dirtying the OEM mats that are in there. So let's crack this thing open. So these are the mats outside of the bag. It looks like the brand I didn't even mention, but it's 3D. It says finest, comma, all the way. So pretty bold statement, 3D. Let's see if that actually is the case. But let's take out one of these mats. Okay. So it almost has not like a rubber feel. I really don't know how to describe it. It feels kind of, I don't know how to describe what this feels like. It's really weird. It's like super scratchy at the bottom, and I guess this is to adhere to the carpet. And then at the top side of this, it's not rubber. I almost want to say like a polyurethane. But there's also this little 3D emblem with a plastic tab over it that you can take off. And yeah, so there's one. Here is the other one, same thing right here, 3D emblem, you can take this off. I'm trying to figure out, I assume this one is the driver's side. Yeah, this has to be, because there's some extra padding right here. So yeah, let's try to get this into the driver's side, and then we'll put that one in the passenger side. All right, so I have moved the camera around, moved the shop light so that way we could see the driver's side. So you can see right there, this is the OEM mat that, I don't know what the hell is on my finger. This is the OEM mat. You can see all that sort of fabric that's ripping off. I mean, it doesn't look good. And so I really want to preserve this one because that's the, I can actually show you. If I take this off, this is the actual OEM one that came from Nissan, and it even has the Z symbol. So I actually really like these. I just don't want to daily them and have this, so I'll cut this off. You can clean this off a little bit and then just store this in the attic if I ever do choose to sell the Z in the future. But yeah, here's the OEM mats. Let's see if this 3D one will fit in. All right, so I didn't show you on that last OEM mat that I took out, but there's these 2 little notches right here, and if you actually look inside the vehicle, I'll move the camera. There's those 2 little notches right there. So right there, and the other one is over there, and that's where you line up the holes that are right here. So let's try to get this one in and see how it fits. All right, so that actually fits in really well. So let's see here. There's a little notch right there for the gas, and yeah, no problem fitting there. And then you've got your brake and the clutch, which you guys can't see, but they are right there, and there's no problem with the mat fitting in. So I can take this camera off and show you guys. So if we go in down here, you can see that there's no issue with the aftermarket mat right here. It sits right there on the gas just fine, and it doesn't interfere with the clutch at all. That was actually my concern. I didn't know, especially with this side, if it was going to get in the way of the clutch, but no, I mean, these look really great. Boom. So now let's go ahead and put the passenger side on. All right, so here we are now on the passenger side. We've got the OEM fabric floor mat in there. Jesus Christ. You want him to. And here's the 3D aftermarket one. So let's go ahead and take the OEM one out. There you go. Here's the OEM one with the sick Z logo on that I'd like to preserve. Let's go ahead and put this to the side. But one thing I will say, and I should have mentioned it on that side as well, the Z has a little latch right here just to move the seat back. So that right there, that does kind of get in the way when you're trying to put these in. And what I had to do on the driver's side was sort of fold this in and then also pull the latch so that way it could fit underneath. It's not as big of an issue with the fabric OEM ones because those are a lot more flexible versus this material is a little bit more rugged. So yeah, just a little heads up, just give it a little turn right here, pull that handle so that way it can slide in. So let's go ahead and get this one in. Boom, that looks pretty good. So there we go. We got the aftermarket one in there. So let's take the camera off. So there you go. You can see fits in well. It almost has kind of like a carbon fibery look. And then let's check out the driver's side. Boom. Overall, I would say, yeah, these are 10 out of 10. They fit real well. All right, guys, so that is it for the video. So conclusion, the 3D automatic transmission floor mats do work if you have a manual transmission. The clutch isn't hampered whenever you install these. So they look really, really good. Like I said, they almost have kind of like a carbon fibery look. And yeah, it will preserve your OEM ones if you have them in there. So yeah, 10 out of 10, would recommend.